有冇 connect 佢 projector？
唔使啊。
Is the projector on?
其實唔使 projector 咯。
You know what's true that
Delegate of Iraq, you have 1 minute.
唔使啊。
You may begin when you're ready.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair and distinguished delegates. The Delegate of Iraq believes that the eradication of child soldiers during peacetime should be completely eradicated. Moreover, this delegate can ensure that Iraq will not be enlisting the use of child soldiers in peacetime. However, with many wars which are initiated by countries such as the US, this delegate cannot guarantee that children will not be conscripted during wartime due to Iraq's conscript laws. This delegate would much hope that a resolution which will be more lenient towards the use of child soldiers will be passed. This delegate would like to have a fruitful debate and understand that there may be opposing view in this matter and is open to all ends of discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Iraq.
Wait, just to clarify, when you reach 45 seconds, there'll be 1 hit of the gavel. If you reach 1 minute, there'll be 2 hits.
Two hits and then.
And you'll be stopped to, like, you'll be forced.
So yeah, when you go over 1 minute 15, like, which hopefully you don't, we're gonna do this. We're gonna until you stop. So.
Yeah, and then we'll throw things at you.
Yeah.
Delegate of the United States.
We're gonna pull a low quick fat on you. So.
You start when you're ready.
Honorable chairs, esteemed delegates, the Delegate of the United States feels that the conscription of child soldiers is crucial to a United Nations Assembly. This delegate feels like the problem of child soldiers requires immediate attention because the death of the young generations will affect the development of society greatly. Therefore, the United States will ensure the maximum extent possible the survival and development of all everyone, and therefore this delegate believes that this United Nations Assembly should work together in order to abide all articles and to restrict this behavior in all countries. This delegate therefore hopes that this assembly shall execute a constructive debate to solve the issues at hand today. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of the United States. Delegate of
The Philippines.
hands. Wait.
I'm gonna sit this down. Delegate, you may begin when you're ready. You can move that.
Feel free to adjust the podium however you want.
Mhm.
Because if you're too short, then yes.
Oof, bruh.
Delegate, you may begin when you're ready.
Honorable Chair and fellow delegates, the Delegate of the Philippines recognizes that child soldiers is a serious issue in today's society. There are currently 258 million child soldiers in the world right now. Recognize that child soldiers have a significant chance of receiving mistreatment while in service, such as rape and abuse. What's even worse is that most of them were forced into labor for service and not of their own free will. The Delegate of the Philippines is extremely against the enlistment of child soldiers, and our country has made measures against this. For example, the Philippines ratified the Optical Protocol on the 26th of August 2003 and made a declaration that the minimum age for recruitment into the armed forces is 18 years. And in 2003, the government passed the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act. And besides, the Moral Islamic Liberation Front, or MILF, a local militia group in the Philippines, has disengaged many of its child soldiers. This delegate looks forward to a fruitful debate. Thank you.
58 seconds. Delegate of the DRC. DRC.
Yeah. Hey, Bill. Go.
You may adjust the podium whenever you're ready.
Yeah, however you want. Start when ready.
Delegate, you may begin when you're ready.
Thank you.
One early morning in November 2018, Olivia, who had just turned 12, was abducted by armed men working in family school. Olivia went on to spend 2 years as a Mai child soldier. Olivia is not alone. Of the estimated 300,000 child soldiers in the world, approximately 10% come from my country. They're primarily used as fighters, carriers, and sex slaves. Because of this, these children are separated from their families, deprived of the right to an education, and exposed to serious physical and emotional trauma. The DRC government, while frankly was slow to intervene at first, is not sitting back while the recruitment of child soldiers continues. It has recently signed all international agreements, treaties, and protocols with regards to child soldiers. The recruitment and enlistment of child soldiers are one of the greatest humanitarian issues in our country. While the number of child soldiers has declined significantly over the years, there's still much that is needed to be done. But with any other problem, the first step is acknowledgement. second is protection, and thirdly is resolution, and final call for peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate.
Here, here. Oh, wait, sorry.
Oh.
Here, here. Who's that?
Who's that? Isaac Lau.
I don't know. Okay. Oh. Hey. Wait, what country?
Jordan. Wait, where's the?
Isaac.
Jordan. Are you Jordan?
Jordan.
Shit, the hacker got a good short.
Oh,
Skip those.
skip it here.
Delegate of Somalia.
We don't mind. We don't mind. It's okay.
You begin when you're ready.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair and my fellow delegates. The delegates of Somalia would like to discuss the topic child soldiers. Child soldiers are the soldiers recruited for assisting the army in different crises, and we believe that our child soldiers recruited are based on the consent and are in exchange for food and shelter. The eradication of our child soldiers are recruited upon the consent according to Somalia's laws, or at least they were forced because of the war that we faced. Due to the need of eradication of child soldiers in the battles of Mogadishu, our countries have an actual demand on child soldiers to end war as soon as possible. And the delegates of Somalia wishes that we are allowed to use child soldiers as long as before the war ends. Thank you very much.
Delegate of DPRK.
DPRK.
Kissing is not in order.
What is kissing? What is
Oh,
that?
yeah. You'll learn when you
Yo,
go.
the quorum, guys.
Delegates, you may this after the speech is given. So yeah.
Delegate, you may begin when you're ready.
Wait, I'm not ready. I'm trying to look for something.
Also, one more thing. Please refrain from using personal pronouns in your
Yeah. So like, please don't use I or my
Yeah,
or like.
refer
Use
to
this
yourself.
delegate or that delegate.
So we
Or
can't
the
say my
delegate
country.
No,
You can.
This
Kind of
delegate
still-
country.
This
Yeah.
delegate country or like insert country.
What's the difference?
Like-
Just don't use my
don't
or
use it.
I,
Don't.
okay?
Yeah.
It's a cardinal sin, okay?
Yes, it's a cardinal sin.
So I'm just supposed to say, I like child soldiers or what?
This
Don't use
You're
I!
supposed to say
This delegate loves the child soldiers!
this delegate loves child soldiers.
Yeah, like if you don't say me or my, a delegate, if you don't say I or something, I'll give him out to you.
Yeah, or I'll throw you out of the car.
You will be ejected!
Yeah, delegate, you may begin when you're ready.
Alright, so this delegate greatly supports child soldiers. I don't know. What? I don't know. Is that supposed to be funny?
Don't use personal pronouns. Continue.
Delegate, continue.
And as we have a small country population, we use child soldiers to increase our military strength. Yay. I don't know.
Planning is order. May the house come to order.
There is a question.
Yeah, sure.
Are we allowed to directly communicate between the
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. So okay.
Okay, let's have it explain.
Hi. So there's a thing that we didn't talk about in our workshops. It's this thing called note passing, and it's like really like it's used a lot in like actual conferences.